The iconic path at Fushimi Inari Taisha contains approximately 32,000 torii gates, not the commonly cited 10,000. These gates are not ancient structures, but components of a continuously renewed infrastructure funded entirely by private and corporate dedications. This system, known as Hatsuho, allows individuals and businesses to sponsor a gate as an offering of gratitude or a prayer for future success. The smallest gates, measuring about 1.5 meters high, start at approximately 175,000 Japanese yen. Larger gates, reaching 10 meters in height, require donations exceeding 1.3 million Japanese yen. This donation covers the cost of the timber, the specialized construction labor, the inscription, and the gate's maintenance for its typical lifespan. The constant influx of new dedications ensures the financial viability and perpetual expansion of the shrine complex along the mountain path. Each dedicated torii gate functions as a physical receipt and prayer record. The donor's name or the sponsoring company's name is meticulously inscribed on the right pillar of the gate, facing the direction of the ascent. The date of the dedication is inscribed on the left pillar. The primary material used for these structures is high-quality cedar or cypress wood, selected for its durability and traditional use in sacred architecture. The average lifespan of a gate exposed to Kyoto's climate is between 10 and 15 years before structural integrity or aesthetic degradation necessitates replacement. Specialized shrine carpenters, known as miyadaiku, manage the precise removal of old gates and the installation of new ones, maintaining the dense tunnel-like appearance of the Senbon torii section. The striking color applied to the torii gates is shu, a specific shade of vermilion derived historically from cinnabar, or mercury sulfide, and iron oxide pigments. In Shinto belief, vermilion symbolizes life force, vitality, and the power of the kami. It functions as a potent protective agent, believed to ward off evil spirits and disease. The application of this lacquer is not merely decorative, it is a critical part of the gate's sacred function and preservation. The intense color also visually demarcates the transition from the profane world to the sacred space of the kami. Maintaining this vibrant color requires frequent repainting, adding significantly to the ongoing maintenance logistics and labor costs covered by the dedication fees. Fushimi Inari Taisha is dedicated to Inari Okami, the kami of rice, agriculture, fertility, and, crucially, worldly success and commerce. This modern association with business prosperity directly drives the high volume of corporate dedications seen today. Companies seek Inari's favor for profitable ventures, market expansion, and financial stability. Inari is often identified with Upa no Mitama, a deity associated with food and harvest. The shrine complex serves as a central hub for the approximately 32,000 Inari shrines located throughout Japan. The act of dedicating a gate is understood as a direct investment in the relationship with the kami, ensuring continued blessings in the competitive commercial sphere. The numerous fox statues, or kitsune, found throughout the shrine grounds are not representations of Inari Okami itself, but rather the deity's divine messengers, known as tsukai. Kitsune are revered for their intelligence and spiritual power. These statues frequently hold symbolic objects in their mouths, which signify their specific duties. Common items include a jewel, representing the spirit of Inari, a rice sheaf, symbolizing harvest, or a key, which represents the key to the rice granary. The white fox, or byakko, is considered particularly sacred and is often depicted near the main sanctuary. Offerings of abudage, fried tofu, are traditionally left for the kitsune, as it is believed to be their favorite food.
The torii gates form a continuous path that ascends Mount Inari, reaching an elevation of 233 meters. The entire pilgrimage loop covers approximately 5 kilometers. The journey begins at the Romon Gate and the Honden, the main sanctuary, before entering the dense Senbon torii section. This initial dense section leads to the Oku-no-in, or inner shrine. Beyond the Oku-no-in, the path continues to wind up the mountain, passing numerous smaller sub-shrines, known as tuka. These smaller shrines are dedicated to specific aspects of Inari or other associated kami. The physical act of climbing the mountain is itself a form of worship and purification, reinforcing the dedication made through the sponsored gates. The logistical challenge of maintaining thousands of large wooden structures on a steep mountain path is substantial. The replacement process requires specialized labor to dismantle the old gate and transport the new, often massive, cedar timbers up the narrow, winding trail. Access for heavy machinery is impossible, necessitating manual labor and traditional construction techniques. The Miyadaiku must ensure that the new gate is perfectly aligned with the existing structures to maintain the continuous tunnel effect. Furthermore, the constant exposure to rain and humidity requires regular inspection and treatment of the wood to prevent rot and insect damage, ensuring the gate reaches its expected 10 to 15-year lifespan before renewal. The dedication system operates on a tiered structure based primarily on the size of the Torii gate. The smallest available gates, typically placed in less prominent areas, require the minimum donation of 175,000 Japanese yen. Mid-sized gates, suitable for small businesses or families, range from 400,000 to 800,000 Japanese yen, corresponding to heights between 3 and 5 meters. The largest, most visible gates, often sponsored by major corporations, are placed along the main ascent and require donations exceeding 1.3 million Japanese yen. These costs are fixed and non-negotiable, reflecting the standardized material and labor expenses associated with construction and future maintenance. The size of the gate directly correlates with the perceived visibility and prestige of the dedication.
Worship at Fushimi Inari involves specific offerings tailored to the kami and its messengers. Beyond the monetary dedication for the gates, common offerings include sake, polished rice, and the aforementioned abura-age for the Kitsune. Formal Shinto rituals, such as the tamagushi offering, involve presenting a sacred branch of the sakaki tree to the kami during ceremonies. Visitors often purchase miniature torii gates at the shrine to take home, symbolizing a smaller, personal dedication and connection to Inari. These practices reinforce the reciprocal relationship between the worshipper and the kami, where material offerings and dedications are exchanged for spiritual and commercial blessings. The logistics of Fushimi Inari are fundamentally based on a sustainable model of perpetual renewal, ensuring the shrine's infrastructure is constantly refreshed. The high demand for dedication slots guarantees a continuous revenue stream that exceeds the operational costs of replacement and maintenance. This system prevents the accumulation of decaying structures, ensuring the path remains visually and structurally sound. The Torii gates are not static monuments, but a dynamic, living record of continuous faith and commercial success spanning generations. This financial and physical cycle ensures that the iconic landscape of the Senbon Torii will continue to expand and thrive indefinitely.